Hello, today's daily reading comes from the book of the Apocrypha. We're reading from the book of Daniel, chapter 13, verses 1 through 31, and it reads as follows. A man lived in Babylon, and his name was Joachim. He took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Helkias, a very fair woman, and one who feared the Lord. Her parents were also righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses. Now Joachim was a great rich man and had a fair garden joining to his house. The Jews used to come to him because he was more honorable than all others. The same year, two of the elders of the people were appointed to be judges, such as the Lord spoke of. That wickedness came from Babylon, from elders who were judges who were supposed to govern the people. These were often at Joachim's house. All that had any suits in law came to them. When the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk. The two elders saw her going in every day and walking, and they were inflamed with lust for her. They perverted their own mind and turned away their eye, that they might not look at heaven, nor remember just judgments. And although they both were wounded with lust for her, yet dared not show the other his grief, for they were ashamed to declare their lust that they desired to have to do with her. Yet they watched jealously from day to day to see her. The one said to the other, "Let's go home now. It is time for dinner." So when they had come out, they parted company, and turning back again, they came to the same place. After they had asked one another the cause, they acknowledged their lust. Then they appointed a time both together when they might find her alone. It happened as they watched on an opportune day. She went in as before with only two maids, and she desired to wash herself in the garden, for it was hot. There was nobody there except the two elders who had hid themselves and watched her. Then she said to her maids, "Bring me oil and washing balls, and shut the garden doors, that I may wash myself." They did as she asked them, and shut the garden doors, and went out themselves at the side doors to fetch the things that she had commanded them. They didn't see the elders because they were hidden. Now when the maids had gone out, the two elders rose up and ran to her, saying, "Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with you. Therefore consent to us, and lie with us. If you will not, we will testify against you that a young man was with you. Therefore you sent your maids away from you." Then Susanna sighed and said, "I'm trapped, for if I do this thing, it is death to me. If I don't do it, I can't escape your hands. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it, than to sin in the sight of the Lord." With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried against her. Then one of them ran and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at that side door to see what had happened to her. But when the elders had told their tale, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna. It came to pass on the next day, when the people assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came full of their wicked intent against Susanna to put her to death, and said to before the people, "Send for Susanna, the daughter of Helkias, Joachim's wife." So they sent, and she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beautiful to behold. Amen.